So, hello beautiful people, future me, all the newcomers, welcome to another round number 3 of 6 planned today. I hope I will be able to do 6 rounds before 1800 over here. For 5 minutes I will be trying to improve myself in typing, and for 25 I will code the Java application. I keep track of my progress in typing, so let's see if I can improve myself. Let's go. Start a timer. I don't know, what would I do if I was the interviewer? Would do this. You have this JavaScript code base and it has a bug. We want you to solve this bug, but you are not allowed to use console log. You have approximately 10 minutes to solve this, but the solution is missing semicolon on line 10. Ah, well, you don't need semicolons in JavaScript, right? Well, that's the most realistic scenario, I think, because, well, at least for me, it was like, oh, why it doesn't work? Why it doesn't work? And it was always like, there was a missing semicolon somewhere, or closing bracket. You interviewed for... No, whiteboard, that's more often. That wasn't a whiteboard thingy. It was actual computer. He pulled up his computer and he told me, like, everyone asks about, like, you know, like inverting binary list, and he also like said something else which everyone else asked for, and he said, like, what I actually care is if you can do the job you will be doing or not. So here's a computer, you know, do this, you know. So I did it. Then he said, like, prove it, write a test for it, you know. I failed very much. at that time, 6:35. But I think that company actually know what is doing. It was some sorting of things, like simple. And he didn't even like care if you want to like implement the sort algorithm by yourself or you call the library. You know, there was like here, you know, like there will be like a list of like products or whatever, right? So just sort it, you know, according to this. So I did it, and I just called, you know, like some library, and he was like, okay, cool, now prove it, you know, like he was not interested if I can implement the sorting algorithm. He wanted me to know if I can sort it, period. That was it. Then he asked me like, which sorting algorithm would you use? I was like, quicksort. He goes like, good. Next question. That was it. I failed badly that interview, by the way. I failed like so badly. But he really convinced me that he knows what he's doing, and probably the people which were hired by him also like knew what they were doing. That happened to me only once. And in the Java interviews, everyone asked me about the hash set implementation in Java, which you, guess what, you don't care about. Yeah, that's what I did. I did RI sort, and he was completely okay with it, you know. Yeah, he was like, you can do it in Java as well, right? You have the arrays sort thingy in there. That was it. That was it, and he was like, good. Next question. Hey, Orkson. Oh yes, I didn't know shit about it, you know, on the first interview, and on the 10th interview I was like complete master in it. I knew everything, you know, and it looked like I'm like super pro in Java because I was speaking about like all these details and from which version, you know, like the hash map, like has this bucketing algorithm, and from which version you have this linked list and from which depth and blah blah blah, you know. And I did appear like this total pro, but in fact I know only how to answer this one single question, because everyone is asking about that. If you go for a Java job, every fucking one. And they did offer me like bigger money, you know, on the first interview. Like, yeah, I went 40% more money at the end of the interviews, you know, because they were all asking me like this one question, right? It's like it follows up, right? They will ask you this, and then there is a follow-up question to it, and follow-up question to it, and follow-up question to that, and you can go kind of deep, right? But I went on so many interviews, I already know what is the next step, right? So they asked me that, and I just started, you know, and I said like, oh, this, and then maybe you might ask this, and I told them everything. And a few times it happened to me that I knew more than the guy already, that the guy who asked me that question, because I did answer that like so many times, right? And I was appearing like real professional, you know. It's like, oh, there's all like, yeah. The interview process is like bullshit, basically what I'm trying to say. What is this? What am I doing? Oh, I'm solving this problem. Okay. So if I do Alt Enter, can I update? Yes. Oh fuck. No. Time manager optional value. Else. Fuck. No, I don't want. Main class, and we are creating the GUI, and that is, we create time manager in here. Okay, so I'll create a time manager before that, and then time manager. Here we go. Now we will go back to GUI, and we will set a private field. Time manager will be that, and then in the constructor we'll set it is time manager equals time manager. Here we go. Appearing as professional. I see. They see the great bigger side of you later. Oh, they did. They did. Well, especially on that interview, you know, like when I went, you know, I was like almost like getting cocky and really confident in all of those interviews, but because everything they asked me I knew. And then I came to this another company, which the guy just put the computer in front of me, and I couldn't do shit in it. I couldn't do shit. At that time, I had written in my CV that I can do things with IntelliJ, right? And I tried it for like twice, and he pulled up the computer with IntelliJ, and previously I was working with Eclipse, right? And I couldn't do shit in there. You know, like I didn't know the keyboard shortcuts. You know, it took me forever. You know, and I failed the test, and I was so ashamed. I almost cried in front of him, and I couldn't look him in the eyes. You know, and he was polite. He was polite to me. You know, but that was horrible, dude. That was so horrible. That was such a school, you know. And since then, I just started like each day, you know, I woke up and I was learning, you know, like, and I felt like shit. I felt like shit. Yeah, that day I looked like complete idiot. Which I was, trying to improve on it. But yeah, that was horrible. But at the same time, it was like good lesson for me. So what the best plan of action to get from one node to the other in the shortest way possible? Me. And this is the verbal. This calculate Nigeria. Wow, never heard of that. Really? Care to explain? Me. I would like to derive my that's awesome. That happened to you? That's awesome. So now I have the time manager on the GUI object. So that means in the listener. What? Really? Oh, that's awesome. It was so funny that the interview laughed. So we have the enter, and now we can set the time, right? So we can, I can get the e dot get component dot get. Oh, we don't have the text in here, so I guess we'll do in dot k component, and we will make it the j text field like so. Text field and oh fuck. Change into oh, this doesn't work. Fuck. And insert, I would say text field dot get text. It should work, right? So here, and we will do enter. Here we go. Honestly, I heard that these problems get easier with each lead count. Yeah. Oh, so he wanted to withdraw because he didn't know how to do it. I thought the first that he didn't want to do it because it was like, you know, under his standards. Like, oh really? You want me explain this to you? Really? You're asking that? You don't know? I would like to withdraw my application. But it happened to me, like I was on this one interview that was for a big shipping company with orange and with yellow red logo, and this manager, you know, like there was a guy and he was such an ass to me, like, and I didn't said anything, you know, like even before I said anything, he was like up on my back, and then I just asked like, and who would be my manager if I get the job? And that was the asshole guy, right? I was like, holy shit, no. He was really like, he was treating me like enemy, like even before, like I was like completely stranger, and he was already like on top of me, you know, like I will be asking the question in here. Do you understand? I was like, what the fuck did you like, do you treat the people on the street like normally, like that, you know, like, and then imagine that would be my boss. No way. Your GitHub PR is being reviewed by him. Oh well, yeah. No way. If I do enter, oh, I'm not focused here. Okay, so that works. And maybe I also want to set up the focus on the other thing. Yep. What the... where I was. here, and I want time strict parser. Yeah, so we will do this time, or just time manager time. Oh, fuck me. GUI. Oh, I can GUI time. Oh, because it's private, so I don't want to private. Time manager dot set new time, and here we will have a time string parser, and we'll put in the text field and get text. Here we go. Method call expected. I'm calling the method. What? Oh, sorry. Dot get duration from string. This is duration new time, and we will do a set time and yeah, so we do reset, and then we say what is the it was control stuff. We want time duration, probably time duration. Okay, so that probably should work. And oh fuck, and I want the GUI. We have this, and then maybe toggle IO. Okay, so we'll try that. So we'll be here, then we say 1 minute, 10 seconds, enter. Yeah, it didn't start. Okay, well, I'll have a bathroom break, and we'll fix that later, after I return. So I'm back. And you type something. Oh. Artists are passing with flying cars and your CEI is super happy. What happened? Oh, Quincy? Me. I just saw it, I made some comments. Stretching fast going. Like as to the other engineers, where the tests were failing. Oh my god. So, and we want to start the timer, right? So it was timer manager, time manager. So this set new time. And start time. Start time. Okay, now it should work. Okay, so another thing I want to have is focus on text input on view. Oh, that's it. So I think we have this. Set new time. To fix this. What? Doesn't work. So now it works, but why didn't it before? Because of some bullshit in the main. Yeah, because of that. Okay, so we don't want this. or there's a problem in thing is countdown. So this. It starts at 9, I noticed. Right? Oh, it doesn't work again. No. Ah, the change of the focus. Well, so I want to set a new time. That kind of works. Now I want, okay, it works. And now I want to do this. And also I want this to be maybe the timer will start on the shortcut. Okay. So now UI. Escape. Okay, we will also .io and so this is the text adapter, and we have key adapter, which will be I'll just leave it. Escape and we'll do GUI dot text field dot request focus. Here we go. So if I switch right now, I can type right away. And we are done with the time. Okay, so that concludes the round number 3. We'll go to number 4.